The Rave token is one of the best performing assets today. The question is, how much longer can this rally last and what's causing all of this? Let's have a look at the on-chain data, the data most people aren't considering, to figure out whether or not it still makes sense to buy into Rave. Now we're currently at close to 70 cents. The price has more than doubled within last week. And the rally is at least partially driven by a listing on OKX and Kraken. It appears as if the news flow in crypto has pretty much died down. If it doesn't take much more than a listing on two centralized exchanges to become one of the most viewed cryptocurrencies. RaveDao had more views in the last 24 hours on CoinGecko than Hyperliquid or Bitcoin or Solana, and that's with a market cap of only 158 million. Let's have a look at the on-chain data. There's a version of the token on Ethereum with roughly 500 holders. However, most trading volume does not happen on Ethereum. It happens on the BNB based token on the Binance Smart Chain. And here we've got almost 6,000 holders. Now have a look at the following charts. On the left side, we see the number of wallets with at least 1,000 Rave tokens. So at the current price, that's roughly $700 worth of the token. It first shot up and then peaked 1 week ago, and since then is actually coming down. In the middle, we've got the number of wallets with 10,000 tokens. On the right, it's 100,000 tokens. So we go at 10x with each of those charts. The momentum is pretty much the same across all wallet cohorts though. It tends to go down. Yet, the price is performing that well. So what's going on? Why do we see the price appreciating when the number of investors is not going up? What's causing the buying pressure? I think the answer lies in manipulation through levered instruments. People are using short-term leverage to push up the price. By the way, if you're enjoying this video so far, then feel free to give it a like. It will help to spread the word. It will tell the algorithm to show the video to more people. Thank you very much. Because have a look at the perpetual futures. Here we had almost 600 million worth of trading volume. And again, compare this with the spot market where there's only a few tens of million worth of trading volume. So really, this is a perpetual futures game. The funding rate is relatively balanced, but very likely that's because the retail investor tends to bet on falling prices because the number of holders is going down, while the market makers, they are taking the opposite approach. They are buying the counter position. They are going long because the open interest, so the amount of bets on Rave is going up, and the trading volume on the perpetual futures is relatively stable. But it's the liquidations, the short liquidations, that are currently the reason why the price continues to appreciate. So betting on the Rave token is like fighting with the market makers. You are betting on a direction, be it up or down, and then the market makers have an impact where the price is actually going. They can impact the spot market with just a few $1,000,000, while then the hundreds of millions of dollars of trading volume get generated in the perpetual future. So that's how I think about this. Let's say you are betting on a soccer match and you do those bets with a market maker. And then you say either team A or team B win. The market maker sees where most of the bets are made. The market maker might take the opposite bet. And then at the same time, they have also bought the referee. They've got an impact on where the outcome will be. That's exactly what's happening here with crypto, right? The market makers are taking a position and then they push up the price or push down the price on the spot market with much less capital compared to what they are making with the perpetual futures liquidations. And so that's why we see those erratic price moves, those very quick moves to the upside, to subsequently see another crash, to subsequently see another rally, etc. This is not natural behavior. This is just short-term price manipulation to maximize liquidations. The asset is getting less and less liquid over time on chain. On the Binance Smart Chain, again, we've got fewer and fewer holders. The token gets more and more into the hands of the heavyweights, of the market makers. I'm not sure if it's the best idea to bet on such an asset. It might go either direction. It's all in the hands of the few people that own all of the supply. Now, talk is cheap. It's easy to make YouTube videos say that the price will 10x or that we're going to see a crash. But really, what matters is what's the long-term performance. Are those people publishing on YouTube actually outperforming the market? You might have noticed that the majority of YouTubers never share their numbers. They never say how much they've outperformed a benchmark. They never say how much better they performed relative to Bitcoin, relative relative to the S&P 500. But I do believe that this channel is different. I do share my numbers, at least the relative numbers. This is my net worth over the last 4 years. So this is a monthly chart. And of course, it does include dollar cost averaging. It does include saving from active income. But here's my trading portfolio, the line in black, relative to if I had just dollar cost averaged into Bitcoin. And this is really in the end what matters, right? Does your trading activity outperform the benchmark? Most altcoins tend to underperform Bitcoin most of the time, and you're able to achieve that performance over several years, and you're probably on the right track. There is a lot of volatility in returns though. This is the alpha, positive and negative, versus buying and holding Bitcoin for each single month. The dotted line over here, that's the 12-month average. So on average over the entire time frame, the alpha is 1.6% per month. Do you see any other YouTubers sharing those kinds of numbers? Most YouTubers just say that you should buy this coin or you should buy that coin. But the problem is, especially the smaller altcoins, they tend to underperform massively. This is the performance of some smaller altcoins over the course of the last year. Many of them went down by 70%, by 80%, even by 90%. And so chances are you did not outperform Bitcoin if you just followed that advice. Chances are you've lost 50, 60, 70%. Now, nobody can know for certain where a price is going. Nobody has a crystal ball, but we can play the probabilities. Some assets are more likely to go up, other assets are less likely to go up. And when it's about probabilities, we simply use statistics. I've optimized various backtests, checking out the best leverage ratios, checking out the best systematic trading rules that actually do outperform just buying and holding Bitcoin over the years. And so for everybody that's done with this kind of crypto advice that ends in losses anyways, I have made some videos, some tutorial videos that actually build skill. I'm also running exclusive Q&A sessions every now and then. You can ask me your questions directly in a live stream. And then if you want to dive deeper, you can also get into the individual trades. I share all of my trades directly as well in real time. So looking very much forward to seeing you in the premium membership. The link to premium pops up here on the screen. Just click on that. It will lead you to the website. If it's the very first time here, feel free to subscribe. I publish videos regularly. A like would be very much appreciated as well. See you next time on YouTube or see you in premium. Cheers.